let's talk about Zafina, because I think it should go without saying that compared to what she was in Tekken 7, she really got the short end of the stick, as they say, you know what I'm saying? So, here's my wish list for changes that I would want for Zafina in Tekken 8 Season 2. Back 1+2. You guys remember this move? So, I want it to be done regularly. One thing that disappointed me about Zafina in Tekken 8 is that her back 1+2 is locked behind her Scarecrow stance. As you can see, you go into Scarecrow stance 3+4 and then do back 1+2. This move right here. This is a move that was very key to Zafina's gameplay, and it really does suck that they locked it behind a stance, because now she is missing out on a key low. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a very key low that Zafina had, but the fact that it's out of stance now is a little bit disappointing. I believe this low alone, if it was able to be done regularly, would raise Zafina a few spots in a tier list. That's how good it is. It's a good keep out tool, can close out rounds, comes out pretty fast. And with Tekken 8 being an aggressive game, I guess I can see why they locked it behind a stance, but it really hurt her at the end of the day. So fingers crossed, hopefully back 1+2 can be done normally in Season 2. Forward 4, 3+4. So this move right here. Now, I don't know about you, but this is a move that I like to use with Zafina. It's good to close the gap between opponents, and I also use it for the grounded hit properties at times. You know, if I do a combo and my opponent's a little bit far away and they just stay laying on the ground, I just throw this out there and it'll hit grounded, right? Here are my issues with this move though. To start, it's linear as AF, and now let me show you, alright? So watch, I'm gonna have the opponent Zafina block, and then I'm gonna throw out a forward 3+4, alright? See? And she could step it. Now let's make her step the other way. See? And of course she can sidewalk it, right? Like I said, my problem with this move is that it's really linear. And now, I don't know about you, but this move just looks like it should have some type of tracking properties, but unfortunately it doesn't, right? I mean, just look at it, right? Let me just show you. The way she dives in, like I said, it looks like at least one of those kicks should track to either side. Now, I know that Zafina already has a couple good homing moves, such as forward 2, forward 4, so I doubt that forward 3+4 would ever be homing, but at least make it track to one side. Along the same line, I also want to point out Scarecrow 3+4, this move right here, because as you can see, the animation is very similar to forward 3+4. So one thing I would like to see in Tekken 8 Season 2 is that maybe Scarecrow 3+4 also has some type of tracking properties as well, because as of right now, as you can see, really linear. Try the other way, same thing. Also, you know how forward 3+4, if you hold down, you can go into Mantis stance? Scarecrow 3+4, if you hold down, you get nothing, right? As you can see, hold down, you get nothing. So maybe Season 2, fingers crossed, they can let us transition into Mantis stance to have a little bit more options. Speaking of stance transitions, let me talk about one in particular that she lost. So back in the day, when Zafina went into Tarantula stance like that, right? Tarantula stance. She has Tarantula 3, this move right here, a mid kick. Now what would happen is that back in the day, you had the option of going Tarantula 3 up, and then she would stand back up immediately, or she could do Tarantula 3 down, and what would happen is that she would transition into Mantis stance, just like that. It was nice to go into Mantis stance after Tarantula 3 because it just gave you more options to work with. It gave you more creativity, and of course it gave your opponent more things to think about in the matchup. More damage output, because Zafina's combo damage in this game is pretty bad. So let me just show you a basic bread and butter combo to show you what type of damage we're working with here. Alright, so there's one combo. There's another combo. So as you saw right there from those two combos is that the damage is really low. And keep in mind, these are Zafina staple combos, you know, easy bread and butter combos that you can do. But the output of the damage is really low. There are some characters in the game such as Dragunov who do so much more damage from a single launcher. And also keep in mind that for the second combo that I did, I had to use my Azazel moves, which deplete. It takes away health from Zafina just to get a combo that's about 68 damage, give or take, you know what I'm saying? And it's a little strange. I mean, like, if you're taking away health from your own character, I think that it should be fair that the damage output for a combo is a lot higher because you're eliminating your own health, which could come back to bite you, essentially. Now, let me talk about her self-inflicted damage gimmick a little bit because I don't know about you, but the way it was done in Tekken 8 for Zafina's character, it really does feel like the developers just added it to give her a bit more quote-unquote uniqueness, but not in a good way because it really does feel like they added it just for the heck of it, just kind of like as an afterthought than actually doing something better with it. So here's what I mean by that, right? Alright, so just kind of bear with me on this one, but for example, when it comes to her self-inflicting damage, why not give us a move? Why don't they add a move in Tekken 8 Season 2 for Zafina that is really worth sacrificing damage for? So for example, you know how characters have a while splatting guard break? You know, there are some characters that have that, such as Brian, for example. What if they gave Zafina something like that? Let's say it was some type of 13 to 14 frame while splatting guard break, but that used up a lot of her recoverable health. Not, you know, not enough to put her in a position where she can't recover, but enough that it's worth to use that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that would be really cool if they added. Another thing that comes to mind is Scarecrow 4. So you see this move right here? Scarecrow 4. You see how it's an instant tornado launcher? What if, at the cost of sacrificing health, they made this a straight up launcher? Rather than it being instant tornado, just have her launch the opponent in the air. And I think that would be a fair trade-off. Let's say they just make it a straight up launcher, but you lose a significant amount of health. Maybe not too much, like I said, not too much, but enough that the risk-reward factor is in there, you know what I'm saying? Overall, I do think that the developers could do a lot more with Zafina's self-inflicting damage and make it more unique in the right way. Anyway, that's going to do it from my Season 2 wishlist on Zafina. I made it to highlight the moves that are important to me. At the end of the day, she's a really unique character, and there's so much room for creativity with her that not every player is going to play her the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can play her completely different than how I play her, and I think that's pretty cool. It's not like other characters in the game where it's just, this is how you play him or her, and that's it. Also, I don't know if y'all know this, but from the official Tekken Twitter account, I was just on there, they mentioned that today is actually Zafina's birthday, so February 7th, happy birthday to Zafina. I guess this video is coming out at the perfect time on her day, so I thought that was a pretty cool bit of trivia there. But yeah, other than that, you know, let me know what y'all think. Zafina's a really cool character. She doesn't have much representation, so I think she really does go under the radar quite a lot. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought. What do you want to see changed? All that good stuff. Beyond that, hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe out there. Take care. And I'll see you in the next video.